Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Wolfstar87 coming to you with the final video of the evening, I believe. I'm going to do a few more tomorrow while I finish putting up the rest of my Christmas stuff and whatnot. We're going to do another episode of 2 Point Campus and whatnot. And let me see, this one will probably come out um, Tuesday, so tomorrow for me. Be today for everybody else. Alright, let me see what we've got here. What were we doing? We're at Piazza Lantara doing the cooking um classes, I believe, is where we're at. Let me see here. I think tomorrow I have it scheduled for another museum episode, 2 Point museum episode. Let me see. As my phone goes off. And I have it to do another. Let me start everybody up here. What else am I gonna do? It'll come to me. But tomorrow definitely more museum. I might do another episode of Planet Crafter Toxicity. Might even get some playthrough started of the original and the other DLC. So look forward to those. Alright, so we do not have an assistant here, which is a thing. What were we doing? Alright, we need a B grade on our gastronomy class. We need 10 students to complete private tutoring and win the campus, and we get a 1-star, the campus cook-off event, which I don't think we're quite there yet. So we need... do we have enough assistants for the student union? Oh, excuse me, sorry. A little bit of a tick that I have. So I do apologize. Oh, we don't have enough money. That's part of our problem. We don't have any money. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take out a loan. I'm thinking probably the 50,000 to start out with and see where that gets us. And then that'll make it so now I can hire this lovely assistant person. And then we'll have 3 assistants, and that'll be good. What do we got here? Accept. And we do not have enough kudos to get a street kitchen mixing station. Alright, well. Sure. So. Is that a pie or a cake? Oh. Yeah, I know you need a mixer. Problem is we don't have the kudos money for it. Oh. I guess that's a cake. Okay then. So, I don't... Alright, so we have a little food sitting area here. Oh, these have no private tutors. That's a problem.
We've got a big show for you today, but I'm trying not to think about it. No, only joking, of course. This is really fun. Let's have some music, shall we?
There we go. Alright, now we've got 2 private tutors. Sweet. That should help that. Okay, so the average student entertainment is a bit of a problem. I'm not sure. We could make this building, this room, a little bit bigger and add, and then you've got the student lounge. So let me edit here real quick. We're gonna stick that there, and that'll add a little bit to it. I don't know. I think maybe I can add this to here and that to there, and that ought to be good. So that'll help with the entertainment value of our lovely establishment.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets.
Hmm.
Lovely.
I mean, this is the staff room, which oh, wait. Maybe I can't. Oh. Huh. Well, that's rude. Okay. Well, that happened. Yeah, I know you need that, but I don't have the kudos for that, so. Nor do I have the kudos for that. We gotta do things to get kudos, which we don't have, so. We have 75. Yeah, we're doing good. Alright, so I'm thinking maybe make a little bit of food. Maybe put a hot dog kiosk there and maybe that there. Maybe hog's logs, which looks sketchy. And then a roachburg. And then I'm thinking put a few
yes,
benches right here. Well, not benches, but
I'm told that proceedings were fairly
right like
peaceful
that.
until a rogue bitch
Please
ball
add
stuck an
me,
attendant on
address
the
me
arm.
as Cheesy Goblin while
Little
I'm in this
tasty and
suit.
a garden hose
I
was
eat,
even
drink, and
used
sleep
on
goblin.
one
That's
student
why
who
I'm the
described himself
best. Okay,
as
Cheesy.
fine, just a bit wet. I'll be here bringing you the updates as the story develops. Back to you.
There we go. Alright. Oh, Cheesy Grubbins is sending a promotional person. Great. Alright, so Chloe, you now work here. And you now work here. Whoops. Here. There you go. You're on gastronomy. Claim the reward. Sweet. I mean, does that help me with the other problem I've got? Because I don't think so. Alright, you now work here. And da 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 da. You now work there. Great. Okay, now, I can unlock that, but I think, a chef's menu wanted. Okay. So where am I supposed to put this exactly? I mean, I suppose we can put it there. Not sure what the purpose would be. But sure. There we go. Yay! I feel inspired. Alright, clean plates, accept that. Student lounge party. Set up the event. Schedule the event. Sure. Repeat it every year. Book the event. Great. I feel inspired. This is our statement, and we can now, yes, unlock the claw machine. I'm not sure where we're going to put the claw machine exactly, but we can put it, I guess, right there. I mean, I suppose I could have put it over here in the courtyard with the lovey-dovey area. Oh, we had, oh. Huh. Interesting. We have a new romantic couple. Huzzah! Mazel tov. And congratulations. Alright. Entertainment is not quite there, so that is a bit of a problem. I'm thinking... I mean, I think the party will help a bit, but I do maybe need to... Nope, never mind. We just need to win the cook-off event and have 3 more students do that. So can I book the cook-off event? That is the question of the day. It's not it. That's job assignments. Nope, that's not it. Ah, timetable. Do we have enough time? We do. Okay, so timetable.
Untied. This trend is here to stay. Oh, there really is something about seeing all those laces dancing in the wind. Yes, we may have seen a fairly drastic.
Ah, here we go. Campus cook-off. Schedule the event. Book the event. All right, let's see if we can win this campus cook-off too. Why not? I'm hoping for next year to add the... Oh, good lord. Kai, my cat, is in his favorite spot in all of the land, which is under my desk, on top of my feet. Unfortunately, for me, I need 200 kudos. How many kudos do I have? 20. Can I add a 0? Can I just, like, pencil in a 0? Is that what? Is that an option? Maybe. I feel like it should be an option. Do we have enough beds for students? Nope, that's not it. Students. We have, how many students? We have 10 students. No, we don't. We have a lot more than 10 students. What's happening? Oh, we have 50, we have 25 students. Alright, so each bed holds 5 students. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ooh, that's not really good. I don't think we could add on to this particular building. I have a cold, wet nose on my foot. I love my cat to pieces. He's my buddy. He's been with me since he was 4 months old. Oh, we gotta wait. What? Wait. Career goal. Claim it. I claim you in the name of me because, you know, me. I can't do that yet. Career goal. Now what do I do? Claim it. Okay. Do I have enough kudos? Nope, not even. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to tack on to the side of the building. But as I was saying, Kai I have had since he was 4 months old. He is 13, he'll be 14 in April, which I do believe I've said before. Initially I got him about a month after I got my first cat, which was Pen. We lost Pen quite a few years ago. He got some kind of massive infection, and there was just nothing they could do. He was only 6 at the time, so I keep wondering if there's something that I could have done differently, but things happened as they were. Kai didn't seem to be immediately in need of another friend. He seemed to do fairly well. So I've just never gotten him a friend. He is an older cat now. So I have contemplated getting him a companion. Unfortunately, at the moment, we do not live in a large enough home for another cat, not with the 4 terrariums, which I believe I've mentioned before in one of my other videos. I have Guy, who is my 13-year-old domestic short-haired mackerel tabby. He's a creamy boy, orange cream, light colored. He seems to be the exception to the rule as far as brain cells in orange cats. As far as oddity in orange cats, now he got all that. He is definitely special. I wouldn't trade him for the world. Okay, so now then, I'm going to move. Yeah, I know he does, but we don't have enough, so it's not happening. Anyway, he's definitely special. Again, wouldn't trade him for the world. Now, we did all of this, if anybody is wondering, so that, and I have no money. Great. What do we got? Funny film. We can't afford that, so never mind. Except, yay, we got $2,000. We still can't afford the event. And then speed walking wheel wanted, yeah, we don't have enough money, so that's that. We have 330. Great. So that's a thing. I may take out the larger loan since we did an addition. We'll repay this. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do that. Now we can unlock and place this happy wheel for these lovely people who like walking. There. Perfect. We should book the event. Okay. Now, what was I doing? Oh, right, making more rooms. Anyway, we also... 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I also have a... I have 2 leopard geckos. Echo and Pi is our newest addition, or Pyro. I call him Pi for short, and I call Echo Ek. But, yeah, Pyro and Echo are my 2 leopard geckos. Echo is my grumpy individual. I do not actually know if they're boys or girls. I've not bothered to attempt to flip them upside down just to figure out if they are. At the end of the day, I do not care. Because I'm not gonna traumatize my pet just to figure out what its gender is. Same for my hermit crabs. We know all but 2 of the genders just from my nephew being able to spot them while they were crawling on each other when we brought them home. And I can hear people in the comments, stating you shouldn't buy from pet stores and so forth and so on. And yes, I get it. I get the sentiment. I get the reasoning why you would not. But the fact of the matter is that regardless of whether you aspire to get from a pet store, you get from a breeder, you are giving somebody else money to acquire a companion animal. And yes, generally the method with which most animals that are wild caught, which all hermit crabs are wild caught for the most part if you get them from a pet store. I'm fully aware of that. I accept that. The thing about it is with hermit crabs, I'm not sure many people know this, but they are considered by the general populace as throwaway pets. I think that's atrocious. And I think anybody that feels that way, that something is not worth their time and effort to actually find what it needs so that you can take care of it properly, don't get it.
Janitor needed to
Hermit crabs are not, sadly, they are marketed for children. They're not. They are not for children. They are a rather high maintenance pet. They require certain parameters in order to remain healthy, and unfortunately, many people just don't bother to look up what is needed for them to properly care for the animal. They take what the pet stores tell them at face value and look no further. They don't even attempt. And they let their kid do whatever. My hermit crabs, the boys know that they are hands off. We don't mess with them. We don't pick them up unless we have to do something drastic. We leave them in their enclosure and we watch them do odd things. And I say that because my oldest one, I've had him for over a year now. He's the only one, sadly, of his original troop that survived. I will agree, I am not the foremost when it comes to hermit crabs. I am not the anything. I made a few mistakes in certain things, and unfortunately we lost 2 of our hermit crabs as a result. You know, there's not, sometimes there's not much you can do. We had one that deshelled himself, and despite everything I did to get him back in the shell, we couldn't get it back in. And unfortunately, that does have. What do you have on your head, sir? Okay. Right. I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna stick that there. Oh. Well, no, nobody can get to. Okay. Alright, so. But anyway, my other one, unfortunately, the tank got shifted without my knowledge, or it got bumped, and his little tunnel, unfortunately, collapsed on him, and I didn't know about it until much later. So that left Rocky alone, unfortunately. So, but he's now no longer alone. He has 2 companions, Zoomer and Pearl. Zoomer is a boy. Pearl is a girl. We found that out when bringing them home because they were all over the place. Oh, what did we do? Oh, cool. Cool. All right, so we did that. We are at a 2-star. I was just doing some fun stuff. Oh Lord. But anyway, enough about that. We have 6 hermit crabs. We have in our larger enclosure and our larger troop, we have Rocky, our OG, as the boys call him. We have Zoomer and Pearl. Rocky, we do not know what Rocky is as far as things go. I think from his reaction to Pearl when she first was introduced, he's possibly a boy. But Zoomer and Pearl are Zoomer's a boy, Pearl is a girl. Probably repeating myself, and I do apologize if I do. I lose track of where I'm at thought wise. But and then we have our smaller troop, which is our littles, and they're little. Flash is my smallest one. I do not know what Flash is gender wise. He's just so small. He's about the size of a quarter with his shell on. But we have Flash, Blaze, and Summer. Summer is a girl, and Blaze is a boy. Good lord. Now where do I put? Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Again, I do have a slight tick. So if you hear that sound, that would be my tick going off, and so I will apologize ahead of time. For that. But with the littles, we did not add the littles to the largers, the hermitage, as we call the larger enclosure, because they are so small. There was a concern that the larger ones would attack them, which, if anybody knows anything about hermit crabs, they are cannibalistic if need be. If you don't have the proper food parameters, they will eat each other. So, to keep that from happening, the littles have their own tank. They are due for an upgrade. However, Blaze has been down for a molt for a few months now. And Summer decided in her infinite wisdom that it was time for her to go down for a molt about a day or so ago. So that happened, and it kind of prevents the whole original thought of putting them in a larger enclosure, because they cannot be dug up, moved, touched, nothing, till they come up on their own. So I was kind of hoping to get that done. However, it's not, so it is what it is. There's not much, you can do about it. Alright, so we've got a little herb garden going on. We will finish out this school year, and then we will move on to Mitton. I will come back to the other two. Probably I will finish their star levels off camera, unless you actually want to see me reach 3 stars in each one. If so, let me know in the comments below if you'd like that, and I'll go back and revisit the previous schools, get them to 3 stars and whatnot. Alright, now then, we're actually going to just copy this building. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Because I need to move the door. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to pick this up. We're going to scare the crap out of all of our students. We're going to put that like that. And there's that. Oh, the year's over. Alright, so we have 25 students continuing, 86% exam rate. Nobody dropped out, nobody failed, nobody expelled. Nobody's graduating yet. I believe our students are only on year 1 and year 2, so that's awesome. We are going to take and... that's not what I want. We are going to move to the... yes, we're going to save. We're going to move to Mitton. That's the next one. And we're going to go for Mitton University now. Probably should have continued with the episode in Piazza, but we're going to go ahead and get started in Mitton. Oh, this one's 2 stars. So might do that. at some point. But we're going to start with Mitton. 350,000. Cool. Old school, new tricks. Fantastic. Anyway, yeah, so moving the hermits around, the initial plan was to transfer the bigs into a 60-gallon tank. They are currently in a 40-gallon, which is fine. Generally, they generally need about 10 gallons of floor space. However, with all three of them being borderline large to jumbos, they're more likely to need that 15-gallon space. So they'll get moved to a 60-gallon, and then I will clear out much of the top layer of the 40-gallon sand and get everything all remixed up and everything. And then the littles were going to get moved into the 40-gallon. However, with Pearl down for a molt in the big tank, we're getting ready to do robotics. Awesome. And we'll do clown too while we're at it, I think. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to manage courses. I don't know if I can add a second course. It might let me, it might not. No, it won't let me because it's in the tutorial bit. Fruit. Alright, so, Oh, we need course points. Okay, so we need a lecture theater, a robo construction, and a robo teacher. Got it. So I'm thinking over here would be a good way for the robotics area. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. Alright, so we need a lecture theater, robotics construction, and a robotics teacher. So what we're gonna do, we have robotics construction. It needs to be a 6x6 building, okay, or room. I think I'm gonna make it a 7x7, and I say that because this thing's humongo, okay, and yeah, we're gonna put that there. Sorry.
Announcement. I do this for your benefit, you know.
Okay, anyway, yeah, so that was the initial plan, but Pearl is down in the big tank, and I know Blaze is down. He went down not long after we moved them to the big tank from the quarantine tank. But I also believe that Summer has gone down for... Oh, that's not gonna fit. Blast. Has gone down for a molt as well, because I haven't seen her in a while. So... And... oh, God, this is huge! Why are you so huge? Okay, so... we'll stick that right there. I think I can put a parts... thingy there.
Just getting up or just getting in, it's sure to be difficult. I'm Felicity Bellbottoms, and you're listening to Campus Radio, where we try and make whatever you're doing a little bit easier and a little bit noisier.
Okay, so, got a little bit of a thing going on here for our robotics course. It's not perfect, it's not completely looking good, but that's how it is. Yay, we're campus level 2 for this one. We got 10 points. Maybe we can add the funny business one. I'm kind of hoping that would be kind of cool to have 2 classes versus just the one. Anyway, let me get the lecture theater going here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. The door. And whiteboard, and I'm gonna put, what is this? Food groups, that's for that. We're gonna put that there, and that one there. Make people feel happy. Alright, so that's that. Alright, so that's him. Let me manage courses. I'm hoping I can add a course. Oh, we need 20. Fruit. Alright. I wonder if I add, so this I'm going to save for that. I want to add I don't know if I'll get any more course points by adding stuff that we need. But we're going to see. I mean, that gave me a crown. I don't know what that does, but we'll see. And we'll add a little bit of a food area right here. Let me delete this window. Alright, so we're going to add a little bit of a food and drink area. I think I can put...
Student protests continued to rage in the music college at Mitton today. Asked for their thoughts, feelings, or demands, one student had this to say: "I don't know really. Someone told me we're waiting to see an enormous bassoon. Is that not right?" More on that curious bassoon later in the show.
Alright, so it's a little bit of a thing there. It's a little food area, a little food court type situation. So that'll look kind of nice.
Our bathrooms are co-educational.
Yay. So we're gonna add a little bit of a janitor right there. We do need dorms. So I think on this side we're gonna add the dorms. This is actually a convenient double spot for another bathroom. So we're gonna clone this one. Actually, I'll stick it over here. Like so. Bathroom, and then we're gonna add a... Oh! There we go. I could do that, and it would be a three-way, but we're not. We're gonna do that.
Students should stop and take a moment. Just the one.
And then we're going to, like so. And I think maybe I want the bathroom. Actually, that works. Never mind. There we go. That looks nice. Alright, we're gonna add a dorm situation here. I think I'm gonna do a double dorm. Now that I think about it. So let's get some dorms. Here we go. So we needed 2 by 2. Each bed holds... So you only need a 2 by 2 for the room, which I find to be small, if I do say so myself, but huh. Okay, now then. Anyway, and then the final animal that we have is we have three mice: Doris, Moon, and Nibbles.
It's time for a review of
Um,
the most popular
it was not
cartoon on
planned,
campus.
as
Yes,
I have
that's right.
found
The
going
bureaucrats.
to the pet store with my nephews is an error in any kind of judgment, unfortunately.
This
Um,
week I'm reviewing the bureaucrats.
because
Yesterday,
we
they
somehow
destroyed the
ended
pet,
up going
set up
in
an
for a
outrageously
ledge
obscure
for the
bylaw
hermit crab
just in
enclosure and
time to
walked out
delay
with
a
an
civil
entire
case
setup
another
for three
10
mice.
weeks.
Initially
Now,
it was two,
I
but
understand the
Doris
justice
appeared out
system
of nowhere,
all, but I do
and we leave no one
understand
behind
drama,
if
and
we
those
can help
cats
it.
have it.
So we have three mice. They
Possible
are living
vibe.
terrors, and I love it. They are my nightmare troop. They just between Doris is very very shy, so very rarely do we see her. Um, Moon and Nibbles are queen terrors in a nutshell. They they are fun to watch.
Adorable toilets. Lovely.
And I never thought I would say that. I've had hamsters before, so I had an idea what I was getting myself into. Um, but yeah, no, the girls are fun to have around, for sure. Um, I do 100%. Ooh, yes, we got course points. Sweet. I know 100% that of the animals that I have, my girls are my shortest lived. Generally, on average, mice are maybe 2 to 3 years. 3 if you're really, really lucky. Um, my leopard geckos, I believe at current, the longest lived is 28 years old. So I have that to look forward to. Um,
Janitor required in bathroom.
but yeah. So yeah. With the hermit crabs, if you do things properly for them, they can you can have them for 30 years or more. Um, that's why it saddens me that they are considered throwaway pets, and most people barely get them to live a year. Um, actually, a week, from what I'm understanding. Just because most don't take the time to um, properly um, search up before they get them. Um, it saddens me immensely that that is the case.
Thank you.
I have so much fun with mine. Just yes, you are looking at pet sand. 100%. That's what they are called, because you generally you may see them 6 months out of a year. Um, if you're flying. So it's and I'm fully aware of that. I accept that about my situation. Um, but it's fun to watch them do stuff. I'm constantly working on finding ways to improve their habitat. Same with the girls. I built a whole tunnel system above and below ground. Well, same with the leopard geckos. Theirs is all natural. And I realize I just spent most of this video talking about my pets, but as you can see, it is a passion of mine. I enjoy being an animal guardian, as I tend to call it. Um, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I would maybe do some things differently if I had the choice. Okay, now then, we have a library, which is fantastic. We can now add the funny business course, which I want to do. Confirm. Now I need a science lab and a funny business teacher. Okay, so that being said, I'm gonna put that science lab over here. We do need a staff room and some tutor rooms, but I'll work those in here as the school year goes. Made it 5 by 5. Okay. We're gonna put that right there. We've got this honking monstrosity of a machine. We'll stick it, I guess, in the middle of the room. Yeah, like that. Okay, now I'm gonna add one of those, and we'll add a desk. I'm gonna add a couple of a whiteboard, and I'm gonna actually add a whoops, no I'm not. I'm gonna add a trash can and a hand sanitizer. That should make people happy. I'm also gonna add a plant in the corner for odd purposes. We can't add anything yet. I mean, well, maybe we can add this. Alright, that's our science lab. I probably need a lecture hall now that I think about it. But we'll see if that's necessary. Alright, let's fire. Ah! A funny business. Okay, so we do need a couple of tutor rooms. So that's a thing. I may stick those over here. Because this I'm gonna need for a robotics thingy. I already know that. We'll add clubs and stuff like that as we go. But we're gonna go ahead and start the year. These are our courses that we add. We're gonna have some clowns. I've actually not done the funny business course, so this will be fun. Improving our campus. Campus level determines the students. Yes, I know. Robots can be built in a day, not by students anyway. Well, build a training room. Okay, so I need to build a training room. Okay, so I guess I want to leave that there because I know I'm going to need it for something else. 4 by 4. Okay.
Remarkably,
And then
we actually have a follow-up on the story of the enormous bassoon. It seems as though the crowd have got their hands on an inflatable and, indeed, enormous bassoon. I'm a little lost for words, if I'm perfectly honest with you listeners.
okay, so this is a training room for our staff.
Just so many questions. They'll have to wait, I suppose. Until next time, I've been Felicity Bellbottoms, speechless on Campus
Excuse me.
Radio.
Oh, maybe I should. Oh, I can put that right there. Yay. I guess stick that there. I'm not sure. I guess. Alright, cool. I may take and copy and put a bathroom over here too. Okay, so we're gonna train a janitor, our only janitor, and mechanics. Start training. Alright, well that's problematic because now we have one less janitor. So we'll do that. I have a small eating area, which is fine. We need a staff room, and we need a
Taking students for funny business.
Whoa, man just teleported. Okie dokie then. Alright, first off, how many students do we have? Because we have 20 students. Okay, so we have 5, 10, 15. Alright, so not enough. Okay, got it. Okay, and then we'll do one more set of dorms. Perfect.
Janitor required in bathroom.
Okay. Now, can I put like a couple of like just video games here? Oh, the door. Oh, right. Okay, so we can put a video game there. Yeah. Alright, we'll just stick you in the middle then. Alright, now then. Don't know why I put that there specifically, but, you know, it is what it is. So we do need a student lounge, a student union, and a
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
anyway, so I guess we can put the student union here, maybe. Hmm. Cause I could put the student lounge like here, I guess, like right here. So okay, now I guess we can put the. It'll block this bit off if we do it both ways, because you only need it by 3 by 3, which is really small. Make it a 3 by 4. Okay, and then we'll go there, and then sofa,
Janitor required in bathroom.
sofa. Put that there. There we go. Okay. Now, so I guess what I'll do.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
Huh. Nah. Hey, this would be kind of cool. Have a little herb garden in there. Yeah. It has a little bit of ambiance, I guess. Do. Okay. So, we got a little bit of a student lounge, which is cool.
On 2 Point Radio, salutations and congratulations on your exquisite taste.
Yeah.
You're tuning in for the peak of sophistication. On
Yeah,
our
I knew we were
Practice
going to need a
Area's
research lab. This is why I
Sonata
left this like
Bickleworth
this, because it
on
needs to
2
be
Point
4 by
Radio.
4.
But of course,
And
you already knew that.
we're just going to stick that, and I'll stick a bathroom here. Let me stick this machine. Let me just stick it in the middle of the room. And then we have a desk, and a desk, and a desk, and furthermore another desk. And then, I
Janitor
guess,
required in bathroom.
I'll put that right there. Why can't I move you? Oh my gosh. Alright, save it. Go in. Why won't it let me click on this? Hold on. I had it. I had it. Okay.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
That's annoying. Oh, it won't let me. It really won't let me. Wow. Okay, so that's gonna be like that and annoy me forever and ever. Alright, well, there's the research lab. Okay, now,
Sleep is important, but you can do it later.
It's time for Sir Nigel Reviews. And thanks to the enlightening intervention of our wonderful producers, you, the audience, have chosen the object of our desires this week. The public's collective wisdom has entrusted me with hog logs.
alright, now then, sorry about the quiet there. I do have a tendency to go quiet when I'm concentrating on trying not to make something disastrous. Oh, this needs a teacher, apparently.
Scratchings?
Yay. Alright, so we do need private tutor rooms. I think I'll put those off the library here. Or put them over here. I can put 2 rooms right there. I don't have enough money to do a... Oh, let me accept money. Especially since we're kind of doing...
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
Okay, cool. Alright, so that's a private tutor room. Yay. We'll go ahead and add... Even though this is a clown guy, he can do private tutoring, so that's...
Showering is technically but not socially optional.
What? All right, now I'm gonna put outside the private tutor. Like that. Just because I feel like that would be something you'd have like a little chair outside of it. Maybe I'm being weird on that one, but all right, so we need to complete 2 research projects, get a campus level 12, and build a robot, which we're 42% got that. All right, so we are going to leave it here. Whoops, wait, what's this? Oh, crescent. All right, whoa. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit of a crescent seating situation over here. Yay. It looks atrocious. I hate this. Oh, but I hate it. There we go. Much better. Mostly. Dude, I need to move this.
The border of sweet and savory is, for some perverse
There we
reason,
go.
the
Much
fashion of
better.
fine dining circles, so I suppose it only makes sense that this would trickle down in some form to the food
There
of
we
the
go.
layperson.
Alright, what else do we got?
Congratulations to you, the
Okay,
common
so we'll
people,
put
for
Love
calling
Alley
it
over
this most
here.
foul of fads.
Don't ask. There we go. Alright, so we got that. And then we accept that. Alright, as I was saying, we're gonna go ahead and leave it there. It's a little bit of a longer episode, which is probably gonna happen from time to time. I get a little get a little sidetracked playing the game, because I do have fun playing the game. I do like playing this game. But I hope you liked the video. Do apologize for the drone on about my menagerie I have at home and the little soapboxing that I did, but I'm very passionate about animal husbandry and welfare. Um, and so that is that. I hope you liked the video. Leave a like down below, maybe a comment. Subscribe if you feel the need to. That would really help me out, knowing what people do like and don't like to watch. Hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!